Happy Sunday, everyone. It's ODC Commander here. Today, I'm furthering my series of Star Wars capital ships LEGO mini models. For your entertainment, I present to you the Cr-90 Corvette. Mine is simply yellow because I'm running low on maroon pieces, and I was inspired by the 2005 Star Wars Battlefront 2, where they also changed the color of their Cr-90s. So naturally, if you have a different color you want to use instead, then go ahead. This ship was manufactured by the Corellian Engineering Corporation, so it was within the same family as the Millennium Falcon and the DP-20 frigate. And if you want to see a video of my DP-20 frigate, how to build it, I have it on my channel. And I even went through multiple iterations on both my DP-20 frigate and my Cr-90 Corvette to make them the best that I could. Naturally, since it was brothers with both of those ships, the Cr-90 was considered a very fast and nimble corvette. This is a prominent reason the Rebel Alliance had these ships in such wide use. The stock Cr-90 was also well armored for its stature, with 4 single and 2 dual turbolasers. The 4 single turbolasers were split up into 2 portions, 2 here and 2 here. And then the 2 dual turbolasers were here and here, the dorsal and ventral. The only problem was I could not fit the 4 single turbolasers because they would be too small. Otherwise, it would make the ship too bulky. It was also commonly modified within the universe of Star Wars so that it could carry more cannons on the docking ports here and here, because that was just easy for them to add more weaponry onto. Alright, so as always, I will attempt my hardest to present to YouTube and my viewers what I cannot find myself, which I cannot always find myself, which is quality LEGO mini models of Star Wars capital ships that I like and have an interest in building. So if this helps you guys out in any way, please let me know in the comments so I know that what I am doing has a positive impact on someone. And if you are interested in me building any more ships for you guys to see, then please leave a comment down below. I also have a video of my current fleet of mini models of Star Wars ships, so if you wish to see that, I apologize. So if you wish to see that, then go ahead and check it out. I highly recommend it, as I spent a good deal of time on each of my ships, and I think that many of you guys, that many of you guys who are Star Wars fans would really enjoy looking at that video, especially if you like the space part of Star Wars as much as I do. Almost done, guys. The pieces that I will be using in this build, as always, I try to limit the pieces in my builds to pieces that are normally found within bulk in most collections of Legos. So if you are ever having trouble, just think that I already had to substitute some pieces, so life isn't exactly grandest for everyone. Life isn't exactly the best for everyone except yours. Can't get the thing that I meant to say out. Life isn't always the best for everyone. So that's why I try to help you guys out the most I can with limiting the rare pieces that I use. Almost there, guys. I apologize if you guys can hear that in the background. That is just simply my heater turning on. Alright, so let me show you guys the pieces that you will be using. But first, let me showcase the rare pieces that I am using in this build. 2 Super Erlings. For my build, I'm using 2 grays. One is light gray. And then I'm using this different type of Erling with a connector piece. those are my rarest pieces, and if you'll just give me a second, I will pick you guys up and show you the overall pieces. That is just simply my duplications pile and where I house my stand. Alright, so let's get started on the build. I'm going to start off with the engine block. We're going to grab a 1x3. We're then going to attach it to a 2x3 along the middle on the back. And then we are going to attach another 1x3 to make it a square. We are then going to add on a 1x3 here. Follow that up with a 1x1 tile on each side. And then we are going to slope that off with six cheese slope pieces so that it looks like a little valley in between the cheese slope pieces. Sorry that there's a plane going overhead. We will then add, we're going to add the engines by taking a 1x2 jumper plate and a cylinder, 2 cylinders, and then add on the engine lights. We're going to add that on right there. We're going to do that 3 more times. Excuse me. So that it looks as such. We're then going to take a cylinder and then take another orange stud, and then we're going to place that in the middle and do that 2 times more. There you go. Okay, the last part of the engine block will be the docking area. We're going to take a super Erling, lay it on its side, and then we will take a faucet piece, a white faucet piece. You guys can use whatever color you want, I don't care. And then we are going to add on studs in a yellow, white, yellow pattern, and then do that another time for the other side so it sort of looks like a satellite. And then we will attach that to there. And now the engine block is finished. We are going to lay that off to the side. We are then going to move on to the center portion of the ship, where we will take the black quadruple Erling, if you want to call it that, add on a 1x1 and then a 1x4 so it lines up like that. There's a little bit of the black sticking up. We will then add on a 1x2 yellow, followed up by 2 cheese slopes, 1 on each side, and then another, and then a 1x2 tile, so it's all nice and flattened out. We will then duplicate that for the other side, so it sort of looks like a vampire from Halo. And then we will take a Erling, go to the bottom, stick that on like that. We will take a 1x2 white, attach that to the Erling to sort of smooth it out, make it look better. Then we're going to add a stud onto the Erling, and then follow up with that stud with a pair of binoculars for the double turbo laser. We're going to then flip that over, and we're going to add a 1x4 yellow. I'm going to make sure it lines up with the other 1x4s. We will add a vent to the back of that, like that, and then leave a spot open, and then add the other dual turbo laser. So that's the center portion. We're going to lay that there. Now for the bridge portion, we're going to take another super Erling, going to plate the one row of it with 1x1 tiles. So it looks like that. We're then going to place studs on it in a yellow and white pattern and duplicate that for the other side. And then we will add another stud onto it for the neck portion of the bridge. We are going to add that on so that it looks like that. And then we're going to add on the engine block. And just a tip for the future, this part is the most narrow portion in between the comms array and the center portion. So just keep that in mind if you are going to use it for like display purchases. I apologize, for display purposes or other things. And there we have it, the Cr-90 Corvette of my own design. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to see more, then make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and comment for what ship you wish to see in the future. For my next ship that I'm going to do, make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, the Hammerhead Corvette might never see a how to build it video. Alright, have a happy Sunday, everyone, or whatever day of the week you are on. And as always, may the force be with you, and have a safe drop, Trooper.